My lovers, my lovelies, my guys. Welcome back to this week of our shenanigans. I have missed you guys so much. Did you guys miss me too? I miss you guys so much. Life has been kicking on my butt, but what is life without, a few decisions to make, right? Some challenging, some fun, some not so fun. Anyway, the streets have humbled me, guys. They've humbled me and my girls. I have the juice for you guys. I have gossip for you guys. You will not believe what's happening in these streets. Lesson I've learned is fear God and fear men of God. Those are the two things in this life that you need to fear. Swear. Anyway, welcome back, guys. I am looking forward to your comments. I'm looking forward to your subscriptions. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Anyway, let's get into it. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. You know. So, I decided today that I'm going to start living. Because it feels like ever since I stepped into this country, I've been just trying to survive. Guys, the battle has been real. Okay. And I thank God's grace for like just carrying me through this thing. Going from working McDonald's to like as far as I've come to actually having a career. Even though sometimes it's like you're spending you, why did it not happen faster? Why did not just like, how sometimes we have like a deadline for ourselves in our heads? That's not always God's way because if you achieved your goal in that time, swear by now you'd have ruined your entire career. I feel like I would have. I mean, it took a lot of growing up, and we're here today, guys. I mean, I just have a few more months until I'm done with my my degree, and I'm on a run. I mean, I never even imagined myself being able to say that. I just seemed so impossible. I was like challenge after challenge after challenge, and God has done it for me, so He can do it for you too. Just keep up the faith. Okay, because I started from McDonald's. I worked odd jobs where you can have like a high school diploma and anybody can get it. But that kind of income was not the type of income I was trying to earn. I want to be able to work for 2 or 3 days and travel for twice a month. Maybe have my kids go to private school, private school, maybe even boarding school, when that time comes, I want to make sure that I'm ready. So I feel so humbled that God has sustained me this far. It hasn't been easy with the lack of advice, with the lack of family support physically being here. It has been like challenging. And then sometimes, when they're back home and you're here, when you explain to them your challenges, it doesn't feel like a challenge to them at all. It actually feels like you're not just being grateful for the opportunity that you have. But we thank God for everything else, right? And I'm kind of grateful for this too. So let's take a little journey, okay, on my leveling up in the medical field. Okay, so I'm gonna start with like my first like nursing assistant job. So when I was working this odd job, I decided I am gonna go to like a nursing assistant school because that was within my budget range. And I paid for it and I'm like, okay, let me see if this thing is for me or not. And once I got into that, I realized, yeah, I love people. I'll do it. It's not the doctor that I wanted to be, but at least it's one step closer to my dream, right? And so I did. So this is my first um, job and my first place I worked as a nursing assistant, and I did that for about 3 years. Then it kind of got boring because it was the same thing over and over again. And I just felt like undervalued, and the type of money I was making was not like doing it for my like my lifestyle. That kind of led me into this group that kind of showed me the way. But I figured instead of going the doctor route and like working odd jobs for like 7 to 9 years, I could slowly work my way up, and support myself while increasing my income, because, you know, your girl likes to look cute. But it's not cute when you're going to school though. Anyway, so that's how um, I did that for about 3 years. Then I decided I'm going to go back to school and level up my degree within my budget and my time frame and the audacity that I had at the time. Yeah. So I decided to go back to nursing school, and this is the school that I went to, and you can tell your girl was by experience. You can tell your girl was stressed and she was not doing too well. And I'm just grateful for the journey. I am grateful for the people that I got to meet at that time. And some of those people are actually my friends right now. And I have one who was my classmate when I was going to school at the time to become a practical licensed nurse. She's also going to the same school that I'm going to. And she's like one step ahead of me. And when we keep in contact, and she's just amazing. And I thank God for that. And then this was my first job. I had this job. It was such a challenge. I didn't know how to navigate the scene or how to. I just used to give me anxiety all the time because the people were gonna die every 2 seconds because they scared the crap out of me in nursing school. Okay, so then I started going to. So I did that for like a few years, right? You work, you save up, you live a little, and then you try to get back into it because we never neglect our dreams. As we're living life, we always want to level up, right? And then also, I want to meet people who are more successful than me and greater minds. I don't want to just date in, you know. Those days of dating out of loneliness is gone. Now we know who we are. Okay, so yeah. So that gave me an opportunity to kind of work on my nursing skills, and I leveled up again, guys. So this is the moment that has humbled me. This is the moment that's humbling me inside my heart, inside my existence, inside my being. I never thought I would get this far in my program just because it's been so stressful. It's been so like tedious, honestly. And but God has done it. God's grace has really shown up for my life. He's really shown me the way. And every time I go astray, He always finds a way to bring me back. With God's love and grace and timing, I was able to go back to school. I'm able to go back to school. I have a few more months until your girl is officially RN. RN. Do you understand what that means? Like, it has inspired me to like, you're done surviving, you're done all these mediocre things, because now you need to start living for a purpose. And this is my badge, and this is what has enabled me to be humbled, because I did not think that I'll be able to make it this far. So I want to encourage somebody out there. If you feel like your dream is out of reach, all your mates have graduated, they had one straight path, all your friends are just leveling up. Your struggle and your story is not the same as theirs. Yours sometimes even looks better because you don't know what they're dealing with behind closed doors. Okay? Okay. And then having a vision sometimes is like being pregnant. The first like 4 months, you can tell anybody you're pregnant, but up until they actually see the pregnancy growing, that's when people actually believe you. I've had this vision for years. It's been inside my heart, and I'm telling people. I'm sure there are people that were laughing at me behind my back. Oh, how is she going to do it? She's been doing this. She's been doing that. She's been doing this. But God has proven me right. He has humbled me so much. And guys, I am so grateful to just like start living and enjoying life to like the fullest. And I look forward to meeting like the ultimate professionals I can probably come in contact with. I'm just so excited. Sometimes I have had this dream on my heart for so long that I didn't even like think of anything else. I refused to get married. I refused to have kids until this goal is accomplished. Now this goal is accomplished. I have no other reason to not live life to the fullest. And I only have God to thank for that.